I want to talk to you guys today about developing a professional relationship or a professional circle within your communities of other businesses that can help you and that can also be an avenue for advertising and just picking up some extra business along the way. What I want you guys to do is think about all the businesses in your community that you may need within the next year. Now, I'm going to use my business as an example so that you guys can see. I do the inflatables, so some of the other businesses that I use is I may need a tow truck or an oil change shop or a mechanic. I may need someone to haul some gravel in to my shop and put it on my, my driveway. I may need, a plumber or an electrician to do some minor works. You get the idea. Just keep thinking of people that you may need, and I want you to write all those people down. Now, the ones that you use and the ones that you want to establish a relationship with, I want you to go ahead and think about how you can provide a service for them. Again, I'm in the bounce house business, so immediately I go to developing a situation where I can do a work appreciation day for these guys. Now, this isn't the kind of situation where you're going to be able to cold call these guys and make a lot of money, because honestly they're busy running their business just like you are. So it's going to have to be a little give on your side for a little bit of benefit on the other side. And I think what you'll find is that it works really good. So for instance, take the ones that you're going to use: a mechanic, a plumber, and a hairdresser. And you tell those guys, give them a call and set up a short little, either a phone meeting with them or an in-person meeting. And then what I want you to do is go ahead and establish your rules. Now, what I do for the bouncy business is I figure a way that I can provide the most service without interfering with the rest of my business. So one of my rules is going to be that I do not provide them with a list of the equipment that I'm going to bring, only the type of equipment that I'm going to bring. And the reason why is that I'm going to rent all the way up to the event. I'm going to be booking items. So if I promise them some stuff for free, I'm going to limit my paying customers. So for instance, I'll bring you, a water slide for your family summer fun day and a bounce house for the kids that don't want to get wet. My next rule would be that I establish the date and time. The event can't be longer than 4 hours. It has to be during the week. And again, you pick what's good for you, but I'm trying to stay away from my peak times. So it only makes sense that the business is going to do a family fun day during the week, because that's when they, that's when all the employees are there, and it just makes sense. Now, it may interfere with their side, so you need to make sure that that's not an issue, but they can do it after work or whatever. All right, so I've established the time. I've established what I'm going to bring. I let them pick the date, again, within the parameters. And I let them know that this is going to be a family of fun event. So don't just invite all the crew members and none of the kids or something like that, because it's going to be a waste. And there's probably going to be some other things that they're going to need to do, cook food and things like that to kind of fill it out. Now, when I go to meet with the owner of the shop, what I want to do is offer them this family fun day for free. You can decide what's best for you. You can say, for a $50 trip charge so that you're paying your guys, or you can do, whatever works best for you. But you have to keep the price insanely low, because if you don't, what'll happen is you're creating an expense for them, and you don't want to. When the event comes, you need to make sure you have printed up some coupons for all the employees and all the other things that they bring. And these coupons will allow you to see what kind of marketing you're doing. So you need to put a coupon code on there, or you need to make them in some way, you need to make them recognizable. Those are to be passed out at the event, and you need to let whoever's in charge that they need to make sure that everybody gets that, and they can also have a 10% or whatever you want, just to kind of spread it out, so that you're also getting some interest. That people are seeing your water slide or your bounce house or whatever, they're getting a coupon. You have literally just set up, an average workplace will have a dozen people there. You just set up an opportunity to make up to 12 rentals or more, because they have friends and families that they're going to communicate with. Everything works really well that way, and makes it where it's you are establishing it, getting it out there, and spreading it out. And the other thing that you're doing, and this is hugely important, is that you're creating a situation where you are building a rapport with that business. So the next time you have the situation where you need to go and use their services, they're going to cut you the best deal, or they're going to prioritize you and take care of you, so that you kind of go up in the list. So there's benefit all the way around. Now, the other thing that you can do, that I like to do, is to also include things like the local police department and the local fire department, the local bus shop for your bus drivers, for your schools, something like that in there as well. You need to be careful with their natural reaction is to use yours to make it into a community event, which isn't bad. But it creates a situation where you don't want to be misused. You don't want a situation where your equipment is being used. The whoever's there is not there. They're just literally making you the representative and creating a situation where your stuff is going out and you're not getting the benefit from it. So my rules to them is, if you're the fire department, you got to have firemen there with the equipment if you're going to do a community day. And again, it has to be away from all of the other stuff that I'm doing normally. So an open house at the fire department where they're inviting the community in to come and look at their fire trucks and do things like that, absolutely. Also make sure that they're not using this as like I said, as a proxy for themselves. So they're taking your equipment to a church event because the church wanted the fire department to be represented. So they're bringing your equipment out and putting it out there. That just won't work. That's not what it's for. You can figure out a different way to help them on that, but that's not what it's for. And again, what you're trying to do here is create the opportunity for exposure, so that you are getting people to come at an event, have a good time, look at your stuff, and do it in a short, responsible, enclosed kind of situation where you're not spread out. It takes minimal time, it takes minimal effort. You're getting it in and out, and you're getting done, and you're getting this massive exposure because there's a lot of people that are already there. The business or the organization is going to do all the hard work for you because they're going to do, whatever advertising or whatever within their organization or outside of the organization if they're bringing other people in. Don't overschedule this, so don't do 100 of them, because literally you're going to work yourself to death. But there's nothing to say that you couldn't do one a month or something like that would have this ability to create this and spur it on. And again, what you're doing is getting your exposure out there during times and in places that you normally wouldn't do it. So that's what helps. As an added bonus, make sure that you get lots of pictures and lots of group pictures of the people who are involved, especially if you're talking about the fire or police or whatever. Get lots of pictures and post that all over social media and show, it gives you the opportunity to show your product, and also large groups of people and representatives of people who are supporting your business and things like that. So it's going to give you some credibility, some clout, and also it'll show that you're busy. And every time that someone looks at you and says, hey, they're busy, they're thinking of that need to get in there and book, because if they don't book, then they're going to miss their chance. So yeah, make sure that you get lots of pictures and put it up on social media. Thanks for listening. If you guys like and subscribe, that would be amazing. I'm doing my best to build my channel, and I really could use your help on that side. If you enjoy these videos, that thumbs up is amazing. And if you subscribe and share it, let everybody else know what I'm doing, that helps tremendously. So thanks.